Gunther is officially dead in WWE. Nah, dude, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. This man got buried. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. You guys know me. So I think it's time to straight up admit that WWE ruined one of the greatest runs they've had in decades. Like, look at this man. He held the IC Championship for 600 days, had one of the best title reigns with that. And well, what did they do with him, huh? What did they do with him? They could have made a main event star out of this guy, but they did nothing. They just threw him away. They threw him away like he's nothing. Like he means nothing. Like it didn't matter. Like he was just some random mid-carder that they could just throw away when they got bored. The same Gunther, by the way, who held the IC champion, again, for 666 days. Someone who actually brought the legitimacy back to that belt, who made it prestigious again, who made that title mean something again, just gone. Erased. Thrown into the garbage can because these clowns in creative can't book. They just can't book. All of this started when he dropped the IC title to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. That could have been the moment that they strapped the rocket on this man and he actually gave him a push and made him a main eventer. He should have been walking around like the final boss, like the scariest goddamn bastard on the roster. Instead, they just turned him into a scared little loser that gets scared of Sami Zayn, scared of Damian Priest. Like, bro, this guy used to fold people like laundry on a weekly basis. And now he's getting scared of Sami Zayn and Damian Priest. He's getting scared of fighting them. Like, what do you mean? Are you kidding me? Get out of here, man. This sucks. Like, yeah, he's the World Heavyweight Champion, but who cares? It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing because they're doing absolutely nothing with him. He's holding the most he's holding the second most important belt in WWE, but does he feel like the most, the second most important figure on, in WWE right now? Does he feel like the second best in WWE? Or forget second best, does he feel like the best guy on Monday Night Raw right now? Which he should be because he was the World Heavyweight Championship. But no, nobody cared about this guy. This guy was such a forgotten part of every single Monday Night Raw. This guy was such an afterthought. They had him out here playing second fiddle to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's drama and, Seth Rollins and, whatever he was doing. And, they were the real main eventers telling the real main event stories. Well, Gunther, even though he was the World Heavyweight Champion, he was doing God knows what. God knows what. What was he doing? He was being, scared of Damian Priest and playing second fiddle to, the Judgment Day story between, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, who are nothing but, glorified jobbers right now. Are you kidding me? That's how you treat your World Heavyweight Champion, huh? Your World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, dude, this guy wasn't even on the Raw Netflix premiere. He wasn't even on the premiere of his own show on Netflix. He wasn't even on it. He just cut like a backstage promo or something. That's the most you have for your World Heavyweight Champion, dude? Get out of here, man. And you would think that WWE knows it at this point, because it's not just me, It's not, you could say that, all I do is complain about WWE and blah, 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 all that stuff. But really, the majority of the fan base have been complaining about Gunther's booking for the past, year or so. Majority of the fan base. Yeah, and you'd think that WWE would realize that at this point. But no, guys. No, the internet's not real, right? The internet's not real. The crowd is still popping for Jey Uso, so screw Gunther. Who cares about him, right? Let's just give the crowd what they want, and let's just give them Jey Uso. Even though we know that Jey Uso absolutely sucks and can deliver nothing good for TV. But even then, you'd think that WWE would try to fix something, would try to do something after how the Monday Night Raw viewers have been dipping constantly. You'd think that they'd actually try to bring some kind of prestige back to the World Heavyweight Championship and actually start, treating it right. But no, they don't do that. What did they do, huh? What did they do? They had Gunther lose clean to Jey Uso. No controversy, no drama, no nothing. Just Jey Uso walking in there like it's a piece of cake and making Gunther tap out. He made Gunther tap out in the easiest match of his career. Gunther was going out there on every single promo and saying, Jey, this is going to be the most violent match of your career, Jey. And then he loses in 8 minutes to, submission? Are you kidding me? Get out of here, man. Well, what is this? Instead of treating Gunther like a dominant champion, you had him third wheel Damian Priest and Finn Balor's rivalry, and then you gave him a trash rivalry with Jey Uso, someone who is 10 times worse than Gunther. So Gunther had to, stoop down to Jey Uso's in-ring level each and every single time to make him look good, to put him over. And then you just had Gunther drop the belt to Jey Uso in the worst way possible. You had him tap out to him in an 8-minute match, which really seemed like a cakewalk for Jey Uso. It didn't even seem like Jey Uso struggled there. Like, it's really a slap in the face to Gunther, if you ask me. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine having such a great run as the IC champion, and they say, yeah, you're gonna be a main eventer in WWE now because, you had a great run and all that stuff, and they give you the World Heavyweight Championship, and they make you an absolute loser. And even though you have the World Heavyweight Championship, you're a complete afterthought. You're a complete afterthought. They don't care about you. All of their time and energy is going into some other people, like the real main event stars, like Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and all of those guys. Meanwhile, you, even though you're the World Heavyweight Champion, they don't care about you. They give you the worst feuds possible. They give you the kind of feuds that you were having when you were IC champion. Like, they're giving you mid-card level feuds, even though you're World Heavyweight Champion. It's a disgrace, dude. It's an absolute disgrace and a slap to the face of Gunther. And getting back to Jey Uso, the fact that Gunther cheated in this match, dude, he smacked Jey Uso with the World Heavyweight Championship, and he still lost. And he still lost after that. I don't like this, man. I really don't like this. This absolutely sucks. They're trying so hard to make Jey Uso, feel important, feel like a main event star, but it just doesn't work. It really just doesn't work when you keep doing like desperate moves like this. Why do you have to make Gunther look as weak as possible just to make Jey Uso look slightly stronger, man? Like, come on, this absolutely sucks. This just sucks. And I made a whole ass video about why Gunther should have beaten Jey Uso at WrestleMania, before, WrestleMania itself. You guys should check it out. But Gunther should have damn near been untouchable until somebody truly, and I mean truly, earned it. Someone that would actually feel like, someone that can beat Gunther and all that stuff. Instead, he's out here getting packed up like he's goddamn Apollo Crews or something. Like he's, a warm-up match before, the real show starts. It blows my mind, dude. It really blows my mind. This dude carried the IC championship for nearly 2 years. 2 years. He never phoned it in. He never, did anything like that. He always gave his 100%. He always had the best matches in WWE. Like, literally, look at his match catalog from the IC championship. Literally some of the best matches in WWE over the past 2 years or so. He was putting on bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. He made that belt matter again. He brought back prestige to the IC championship, which is something that WWE had let rot for years. And the reward for all of that, the thank you he gets for elevating the IC championship, he gets jobbed out by a clown like Jey Uso on the biggest stage. It's embarrassing, dude. It's goddamn embarrassing. And what's worse, nobody's even talking about it. Nobody backstage gives a damn. No one's trying to fix it. No one's pitching new ideas to, get Gunther back. What is he doing? What ideas do they have for Gunther? Pat McAfee? Pat McAfee? Are you kidding me, man? Like, come on, you can't make this up. You really can't make this up, man. This sucks. They're toying with him like he's like a Curtis Axel. But this is Gunther we're talking about. This is goddamn Gunther. And this is what you're doing with him, man? Get out of here. His entire title reign was a slow destruction of his character, about how, instead of being the ring general, that actually wrestles, he was being a goddamn loser that never wrestles. Yeah, he barely wrestled, during his world title run. He barely wrestled on Raw, and he barely defended his title. Like, he had no title defenses from Saturday Night's Main Event up until WrestleMania. Are you kidding me? That's not what a ring general does. So yeah, they completely destroyed his character. And then on top of that, decided to give the biggest blow of them all at WrestleMania by having him lose to Jey Uso clean. I get that the word buried gets thrown around a lot by the fans, by people that don't even know what it means. Like, oh, he's buried, she's buried, they're buried. But Gunther, he's really buried, man. He's really absolutely buried. Gunther deserves better. The fans deserve better. And WWE once again proved that no matter how much momentum you have, no matter how much work you put in, if you're not a part of their chosen few, if you're not one of the few faces that they already decide to push, you're screwed. It doesn't matter how good you are, they'll treat you like trash the second you don't fit into their lazy ass booking plans. And Gunther is just the latest example. Anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.